guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you a little bit about the meta. I'm going to say some stuff, but it's mostly going to be some gameplay stuff because listen, I've noticed this, guys who are practicing for like high level gameplay. One of the best things you can do is like record yourself playing and then looking back at the mistakes or the things you're doing, because some line of plays, especially against like really meta decks, or I want to say the decks that are playing the meta, you look back and you think like, wow, this line is really good against this deck for X or Y reason. And you're gonna see like I'm gonna tell you some lines that I go like, damn, like this play is actually really good. And it's like something you should have by habit of doing more so than anything else, because it's that good of a play. But anyways, let's get back to it. Again, this is Tenyi versus White Forest. My opponent is Hamster, so I'm going to be saying Hamster. Yes, that's his name. Shout out Hamster, by the way. I'm doing regular Tenyi stuff right here. Listen, this is why I told you that you have to look at cool lines you do, because I go Moye, some of the token, and since I have a non-effect monster, I go Vessel. And Search, if I'm not mistaken, is Search Saruya, which is the new Tenyi. Card is broken, by the way. And then you banish, and then I sent Adhara to the graveyard, and I go full board here. He goes Nibiru. Guys, and this is for the Tenyi players. This is one of the thoughts or plays that I think if Tenyi players adapt, the deck would be actually like more than Road. This deck is like really good just because it can spam Protoss even better than any other deck, because of course you have like 18 ways to search it. Point is, you're gonna force the Nibiru here, which is kind of important because you can resolve your Nibiru without actually getting Nibiru or hand trapped at all, because of course they would have hand trapped any of the other shit you had. Because this deck can actually have a line where you can summon the Yang Zing to play against Nibiru. And one of the things that I was saying that Tenyi is really good at when you get Nibiru is that you put the Tenyi Infinity, and when you do Tenyi Infinity, you search the Perfection, which a lot of people aren't playing, but it's like one of the best Nibiru's assurance you can have, because you're gonna have a token that's unaffected by monster effects, and trust me, that is really good. Because yeah, the 10k token that can't be affected by monster effects is like pretty damn good. And you're locked into Protoss, so you're like your opponent's playing against fire at this point. Yeah, so that's exactly what I do. I search Vessel for follow up. I just set it so I can sack the Protoss on your opponent's end phase. You don't need that Protoss. You can still recycle it anyways with Adhara if anything bad happens, because you get like banish it with Ty and then Adhara it back. So here you go. I go to Perfection, then your opponent's like, I don't want to even say a soft lock, because I call Dark because I want to keep token, because the token is just like basically FTK. You just fucking swing your opponent with 10,000 and he dies, right? Yeah. So a lot of things that people are doing is too like that for the Suhara burns you for 4,000, bro. You would realize how easily you die in Yu-Gi-Oh 2025 when you have 4,000 life points left, especially against Fiend Smith Engine. And Hamster isn't playing Fiend Smith Engine in this dual set. He's playing Toys version, which we already talked about. It Fiend Smith is fucking crazier because it breaks boards. It gives you a better first turn. Like, there's no way. You gotta play. Don't play Toys. It's like the only good thing about Toys is, of course, it being budget. Yeah, that's a reason. But it gives you like hand trap assurance, basically. So yeah, he's gonna go Toys here. He's gonna go get. He can't summon them, of course. I don't remember he has something to summon them. Here he couldn't do it anyways. But I'm just thinking like if my Protoss didn't resolve, could he actually play? But I don't think so. He had like I don't remember what he had in his hand. But anyway, one of the good things about this board too is that you're not actually activating the monster effect, so you can't lose your talents. You can't. Your opponent's just locked out. So I just black out the two cards that aren't Tenyi or that aren't Toys. It's good. So yeah, as you can see, we played against Nibiru. He basically bricked, so there's nothing, or not even bricked. I think the Protoss just cucked him. It is what it is. By the way, we're playing non-side deck matches. So every time I go first in the first match, I don't actually call light, because he's gonna get cooked if I call light. He can't actually play. But then I realized later that he has like a really good line to summon Chaos Angel, which isn't actually true sometimes to call light, because yes, the all the white force stuff resolves under light, but he can't play the Azamina engine under dark. So it's actually, I think, thinking back, actually calling dark is always the right choice if I'm not mistaken, because for him to break boards, he needs the dark engine. Now that I think about it, it's actually better calling dark. Never mind. So he's gonna go full combo here. I draw no hand traps. But I am running a board breaker version of the deck, which just droplets and triple talents. But this deck has layered interruptions. This deck talents is like, I don't even want to say like decent, because it's like woes as a meter trap. It runs Desiree's in its full Fiendsmith, so the talents can actually get negated too. So it's like you would need like a really good hand with droplets and talents to actually break this board, or go with Shoutout, which you're gonna see that I make a misplay, like a big misplay. I could have actually broken his board, but I do fucking draw desires into desires, which I only draw 2 of for that exact same reason. But you're gonna see that. So like I was saying, like it's really, let's let Hamster go off here while I talk a little bit more. You're gonna see when you see yourself like playing through recordings, you see like a lot of the shit you usually miss, which is the most important thing. You in 2025 isn't actually how do I say, knowing how to full combo. Everybody's knows how to full combo. It's not like before. Like, you know what gave me an epiphany? The other day I was playing Edison, and I play X Sabers and Edison, right? And then I'm like going the full troll combo, which is like an infinite hand loop, and he tells me I never wanted to, one of my friends that I was playing Edison against Swift, he tells me I never wanted to pick up that deck, and I loved it, but the problem is I could not for the life of me remember how to do the full troll loop consistently, like how to go into it. Bro, as in 2025, that is like second nature to you. That's how crazy Yu-Gi-Oh has gotten, that you going full through your full combos is like a science that is second nature. So the best thing, the most difficult thing about Yu-Gi-Oh is like doing your triggers, doing your triggers correctly, I guess, and not forgetting about your like floating effects, which you should be the other way around. In Yu-Gi-Oh, back then it was second nature to like search with Singing, or search with just to keep it on the X-Saver line, to search with Dark Soul. That shit was second nature. You never miss that, but now you always miss that shit. Like you miss Bahamut, which is like there's a lot of shit you shouldn't miss, but you do miss, because that's just the important things about Yu-Gi-Oh right now. And know how to break boards. It's one of the most important things, because your opponent, you can fucking Veiler Sylvie, right? You Veiler Sylvie, your opponent can't fucking combo you, but then when you're playing against them, you have to understand that they have woes, they have hand traps. So you have to play your cards correctly, in the sense that if you don't, you just fucking lose. So yeah, guys, this deck is not, and I've learned this to play with hamsters. This deck is not a fucking monster. How do I say, like oh, look at all these monsters I have. Jerk, like how do I say, he like self jerks to monsters. No, this deck is like a back row, like pause. By the way, he just sets 5. This deck is literally combo to set 5. So I go Tenyi Ashuda here into Monk, and this is where I make my misplay. I should have Ashuda. I shouldn't activated this vessel, because this vessel isn't gonna get negated, but this vessel breaks his entire board, especially with my desires in hand. So if I resolve the vessels, I get the 2 monsters I want out of my deck, because I realize I do need the Tenyi in my hand to keep playing. I need to bounce either the negate or the Azamina card that bounces on my card, because I cannot play through that card. I can play through woes because the tokens don't get Book of Moon, so it's like easier to play. Plus, if I go Ashuda into Vishuda, Puerto, and I summon the link to Tenyi. He can't book a boon that either, and it's like I have a Taya in hand, so if I end up like putting into graveyard the link to Tenyi like actually threatens like a revive, and I can go like Yang Zing and start picking out his board. But yeah, this is what I'm telling you. It's like the most important thing about Yu-Gi-Oh right now is actually like sequencing your cards correctly, and you're gonna see like I have 7 cards in hand and I can't play, but it's literally because of my bad decision. Like, you see, I just fan my cards like, damn, I have 7 cards in hand, I can't actually play. So I go Shoutout here for some reason and just do it. And I even had talent draw, like. But like I said, if I resolved Vessel, it would have changed. Like, I literally would have removed 2 cards from my deck, and I would have discarded into Desires. It would have been like less likely. It was what I'm trying to say. I would have drawn better cards, just like way better cards. I could have drawn. But yeah, I just scoop here because he has woes. He has I think he had imperm. We talked about it. He had another card. He had like another interruption. Oh, he had the quick play Tsuzuki, huh? Bro, my guy had like 20,000 interruptions, so it's like it was over at that point. So yeah, yeah, it just there you go. Then we go. We talk a little bit. This is actually really interesting shit. If you guys are into TCGs, Bandai released a Gundam card game. I'm not really crazy into Gundam, but Hamster is. Listen, I wish there was an actual TCG that incorporated like all the cards. Like I forget which card game does that, but it would be like an actual good game. Because I feel like a lot of cards have like so much nostalgic value, and people would actually just play X card game because it had every card game. But I think it's waste. There's a TCG. Fuck it, I'm butchering right now, but there's a card game that incorporates like fuck. There's a word for this. There's dude, it's on the tip of my tongue. Pause. Shit. They do like collabs in the card game, so they would have like, for example, Hunter x Hunter in their card game, and they would do like collabs within their own TCG, and they would bring cards together. That's actually pretty fucking neat. I'm not lying to you. It's like what Magic does, bro. When Magic does things like they bring Assassin's Creed, when they bring up Fallout, when they bring Final Fantasy, dude, that to me is such a great thing a TCG can do because it brings new players. Like dude, I promise you, people would pick up your game just because you have a collab with some other game. That's it. Oh, I do hear. This is, by the way, this line that I'm doing here is the line you do to play against the Bureau. I just don't do it. Oh, he's showing us a full arch right here. Like they have full arcs. They actually looks like. Anyways, this is the line I can do to play through Nibiru, but I think I just end up saying here, fuck it. We're going to the Tenyi line. This is why I say sometimes this deck doesn't actually put a crazy board. But you have to you have to always be in a position to search Protoss. That is the strength of your deck. Always play through it. If he has it, he has it. By the way, and like I said, I feel if people played, let's say a 12-round tournament, like a regional, and that's how they cooked. They just went balls in. Let's just search Protoss and call Dark and let Malice players eat their tears. But I guess you can make an argument that the best deck is Rizzo, so you just call Light. So it is what it is. But yeah, you can do either or. That's the best part about it. So I go. He goes. What does he? I go Vessel and I go Chain. There's no reason to chain here. Vessel. True Link. Search. Moye. Oh, I do get Nibiru here, by the way. He Nibiru's me? That's crazy, bro. He actually had Nibiru, and I could have played against Nibiru. He Nibiru'd me? I could have played against it, and yeah, he still ended up with a decent board, because I do have the token, I have the perfection. So it's like, he's on a really bad spot, because mailed to himself for 2. He's got to play with 2 cards, and I do have a monster negate. I do have the these days I'm butchering the Tenyi names, but they're all fucking similar. They're Ashada. This is like a soft lock, so he can't actually touch the Sheng Ying. So you activate this is another thing that's really good. If you manage to get the Pirud and you summon the Ashada after he DPU'd you, I'll tell him, bro, you gotta attack those 2 tokens. And that token, both of those tokens are big. One has 3k and one has the 5k. So it's a soft lock because, bro, these monsters aren't affected by monster effects. How are you going to destroy these monsters? Like, it makes no sense, right? So let's say your opponent, even in play against Ryzeal, they would have to have like some weird ass card in the extra, like let's say what's it called, musket, and when the bounces back the rank 4 to get rid of your field spell card, and then get rid of that Shoutout, which you can't because you can't target monsters. It's really hard to break this board. It doesn't have it in a game, but it's just really hard to break it because it's like a really good soft block against monster effects and attacks in general. So he goes Sylvia, I negate. He goes Dab Bellstar. He goes pitches the trap. I think we had a discussion that the traps don't actually activate with Dab Bellstar because Dab Bellstar censor cost, or no, the traps say that you have to, it's to activate. I don't know what it is. It doesn't activate. So I break out here his trap, and I think I could just use a tuner. And then just cut. I think he ends up scooping here. Oh, and I drew 2 cards through perfection, by the way, too. So it's like really good follow. He ends up drop it, whatever you want to fucking call it. So he goes kill the Vashuda, which is kill that. Oh, by the way, I have. This is why I'm telling you, gotta be careful with that Ashada, because I have 4k life points. He almost killed. Like, if he had one more monster, he could have actually like ended my career. So he goes like, what is he doing? He doesn't actually set it back. He's just talking shit. Drop a turn here. I don't have to do anything. I think there's a token that's too beefy. Wait. Yeah, I don't remember why I bounced that token. I don't remember. I think Hamster's just letting me flex here. He should have just scooped, I guess. But it's good. It's good. We tell each other at the time, don't scoop, because when we're in this losing situation, because we gotta, bro. The games you lose in Yu-Gi-Oh aren't the ones you're losing. The games you lose in Yu-Gi-Oh are the ones you're winning. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm gonna explain myself. Sometimes you have so much advantage. Your opponent has 2 cards that you actually just outplay yourself. That's it. You start negating shit that you don't, and vice versa, and then your opponent just wins because you just overplayed yourself. Yeah. So yeah, of course, it's kind of obviously support. OTKs him, so yeah. How much games do we have left? We have 2 matches left. I think Hamster's searching the about the Azamina trap, but all the cards, the White Forest cards that have this effect, they're sent to the graveyard. Blah blah blah. They function similarly. So the toys don't. So if I'm not mistaken, they can't be sent for cost. They have to be sent as an effect to activate a monster effect, activate a spellcaster effect, or however. Some of them are worded like that. So if you set them for cost, they don't actually do anything. So the diabolos don't do anything. He's searching. I guess he's putting a post. But we already told him. He just wants to make sure. He's searching through Reddit a bit. But yeah, man, this better. I actually, if you see my other videos, I actually give credits for the meta not being that bad. But Ryzeal is just a problem, and I give a lot of shit to Malice too. The problem is Malice has the Snake Eyes effect. It's like for you guys to give like get an understanding. Ryzeal is the best deck, right? But the gatekeeper of the rogue decks is actually Malice. Like, it's not Ryzeal, because Ryzeal you can just like encore them, like hand trap them, and they'll actually kind of lose, right? Like if you draw Mitsuru Ryzeal, if you like Nibiru, if you go Nibiru draw into Ryzeal, you can actually play against them. Even with some really good deck like Mermail or White Forest, you can play. The problem is Malice takes those decks and actually doesn't let them play, because Malice is just like this really a present, like I'll play through 17 hand traps and just fuck rogue decks like no other. So I go Long Guan. He Valors. I go Long Guan, but then I don't. This is a really good play. This is why I'm telling you, there's plays that you have to keep in mind that are really fucking good. Which is I go the Long Guan to poop the token, but I don't actually go into the Long Guan synchro. I go into the Tenyi synchro, and then he imprims it. But I tribute it with the quick play to search. What is it that I end up searching? I don't remember what I end up searching, but it doesn't matter. Um, the problem is I end up with the same board. I end up with Tenyi Infinity, so it's literally the same board. I'm telling you, I just played against Nibiru. Like, if you have it, you have a hamster. Fuck it. Let's see if he has Nibiru here. He doesn't, because he would have just done it before the token. Yeah. Oh, there's actually a ruling we've been searching, but I think I've already answered this. I think it happens in the one between this game. If you go Perfection, you activate Perfection, and your opponent Nibiru's you, you end up drawing 2 cards, because that's just how it works. Like, if they treat your board, because it's Resolution, you do get, he special summons, and you do get a token, you end up drawing 2 cards. So Perfection is like, even drawing Perfection is good against Nibiru. Because let's say, for example, he's waiting on your entrance for you to him to Nibiru, but you go 10 Infinity and you drew Perfection, you can just like search with 10 Infinity, then you go over 10 Infinity with Perfection, and you're gonna end up drawing 4 cards, bro. Because he's gonna go Nibiru, draw 2, and goes 10, draw 2. The talents. Oh, this is a misplay. I should have. When he did Sylvie and I changed Shang Ying. I should have changed the Langwan Synchro to also banish the Sylvie. So that I would have Chain Link 1 banished it, and Chain Link 2 negated it. And that way that shit isn't on the board, because you're gonna end up seeing that he goes into SP here, which kind of brings up my point a bit too well. But Hamster had like a crazy hand. The problem is he thought I had Blackout in my hand because I didn't search it. He's like, damn, this guy has Blackout set, so he was literally playing against Blackout. But it's like I told them, like, I would have resolved it right here. I don't understand. Like, I would have literally resolved it right here. I don't care if my long goes to the like, I don't get threatened by SP or some bullshit. And the most important thing is just White Forest plays like like Malice, in the sense that if you just remove the monsters, you're already like halfway to interrupting your board completely. So yeah, he just goes to SP and sets 2, and I win, but he could have like I tell him it was an imperm, which I didn't activate against the SP because I thought he was gonna play. Like, retrospectively, if he kept playing, I would have cooked him, but because it wasn't Blackout, but he didn't know that. So I get another. Uh, Gold Link one here, so I get a non-monster effect, so I can get the Tenyi and you going. So here you go. I know I get that to my hand. Oh, again, this is mentioned for the Tenyi players. I do actually play the Abyss Sword Soul. That card's actually really good. Sometimes it bricks, but it gives you more layer interruptions because you can just manage your own field spell card and it'll act as an interruption. I moved that out of the deck, but I've been playing again, and sometimes you'll cycle into Taya breaking boards, and that card is really good for breaking boards, bro. I'm telling you that when you start resolving your cards, that is like the last, or when you're going first, that is like the last piece of the puzzle. It's just an extra interruption that it's like, if you draw it, it isn't the end of the world. It's Long Guam fodder. It is Moye reveal fodder too. It's like it's not the end of the world if you draw it. It's not like an actual brick. It's not like fucking drawing full willows. He goes Sylvie here, bro. Poor fucking Sylvie's always gets imperm. Oh, Hamster goes full combo here, by the way. Damn, bro. Crazy. This is why I tell you the toys are good, because the toys just counteract as a level 4, which this deck needs, by the way. But it's like, he's gonna special summon that shit toy. Wait, why didn't he special summon it? Huh? Did he actually forget a special summon it? Oh, I just noticed that. Guys, I'm re-recording this, by the way, because I'm an idiot. I literally lost my voice the first time because of how much I was talking. But he didn't summon. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. He just forgot to summon it. So he goes Chinlink 1, Sylvie, Chinlink 2, so reset the shop, I guess. Yeah, okay. He's just they're not chain links, but he's just resolving his effects accordingly. But of course, we're playing a friendly duel, but of course you gotta resolve this shit on how do I say sequentially, or how you're supposed to do. You have to do it in order, bro. Like, of course. He's going to go synchro into the Azamina. Yeah, of course. He's gonna full combo me, bro. I think I end up scooping him. There's no way I bring that full board. And listen, the board breakers I put in this deck is specifically for Razor / Malice, but this deck you need Harpies, bro, or Lightning Storm to actually beat it. You cannot play through those back rows. To woes the Asamina trap and the quick play that Chimeras you cannot play, my brother. There is no way. I think I'm searching here. I think that wrote me about the Asamina trap again or whatever, or doing some weird shit on my phone. I should not be doing that. It's like bad work ethic, by the way, Manny. What are you doing? So he's gonna special summon here. Hamster's thinking this line a lot, bro. I don't understand. He has the Asamina. Oh, I think the reason why he's thinking a lot here, I think he's trying to play the new Nibiru. I don't run Nibiru, but he's like, this is things we actually try to do is like, well, he knows my deck list, of course. He knows I'm not playing Nibiru, but he's trying to like to see if he would play a line, because this is not like Tenyi. If you get Nibiru here, you actually just lose the game. You can't like do a subpar board like my deck does. He's trying to like, if I can play through Nibiru, he just says fuck it. He's just gonna special summon the Silvera or whatever it's fucking called. I don't know. He's gonna draw a card. I don't know if this is the best play, but I think he was at 5 summons and he said, well, if I'm going to lose a Nibiru, at least I'm gonna draw 1 card in the process, and I at least can woes you, because he has the synchro in the graveyard. He can resolve woes on me, and the card could be like I drew could be a hand trap, which is I think it's correct. That's true. He's gonna go full combo here. Doesn't matter. It doesn't. I'm cooked. Oh, we're talking here like, bro, that cross sheet would be a finish. Would be full feastman combo, and I'll scoop, bro. That cross sheet is irrelevant. In some combos, it's actually relevant because if you don't draw into the White Forest engine, you do need cross sheep. to get a level 4 back, so you can go into chorizo and chorizo synchros into blah 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 blah. So in some combos, the crush sheep is absolutely needed. But in here, he already has the White Force engine going. He's just gonna. We're just talking shit. We're talking about the Fiendsmith engine. He does it. He does have it on right now. We're just seeing which one's the best iteration. This was before YCS on Orlando. Full disclosure, by the way. So yeah. Actually, I think the guy who was top with that deck in YCS or Orlando was Toyless. Bro, I want to know. I wish they put a number because they do have the probably do have the stats for this. What's the actual global representation of a YCS? I'm pretty sure that is detrimental. That's a detrimental statistics to their point. Because let's say there's 3,000 players. I'm actually saying this because I don't know if they disclose it every time. They actually don't every time, but they can or they have. Let's say it's a 3,000 person YCS. They say, well, there's 1,000 Rizzo players, just to say a number. Of course, Rizzo is gonna top. You know what I mean? There's 1,000 players. That means through pure statistics, the probability that there's not 16 players in Top Cup of Rizzo is like what I want to say. It's like it's not a true statistic that Rizzo is the best deck. I'm not saying it's not. It is, but it's just bad. How do I say, like, marketing for them in the sense that you always have to get the best deck. Like what I'm saying is like White Forest probably have like 10 players out of 3,000. How many of them have Fiendsmith? Because Fiendsmith is. Well, bro, I'm gonna call it whatever it is. If you have fucking Fiendsmith, the least you're going to do is play White Forest. If you have 3 engravers, you're playing Rizzo Fiendsmith 100%. There's no way, because I'm pretty sure the White Forest engine is the same as you getting the other Rizzo cards. So you're like, you're gonna fly to a YZS and you're gonna go, should I play the best deck, and I can at least get invitation. I can get a win for invitation. Yeah. No, I'm gonna play White Forest, which isn't even as good. No, you're gonna play Rizzo. And Azamina needs piloting. Sorry, bro. Rizzo is a helmet deck. What can I tell you? It is what it is. But the best decks have always been like that. Like in general. Yeah, Hamster's just fucking jerking himself off. Pause. There goes Chorizo. Chorizo doesn't do anything here. He just fucking puts it back into extra deck. He's trying to think. Here's what I say: we let each other full combo off because I tell him don't let yourself get all played by yourself. Like, do your board correctly, because just because I'm telling you I don't have nothing doesn't mean like I don't have. You're not going against a deck that doesn't have anything, so just go off king. Again, shout out to Hamster, by the way. It's taking 10 minutes on this turn, but he's recently just picked everything up to he goes level 8. He goes Chaos Angel, which is, I think it's the best way, because then shit can't get interrupted. Okay, we'll set Deception back. Oh, this is a misplay, by the way, because you can just I think there's other cards in his graveyard called White Sinful, so he should have done that. I go on Guan here, pushing Blackout. Okay, go Blackout. Just gonna he knows this because he knows for a fact that he can't let me put a token into the graveyard. I go Talents to draw 2. I don't run SP in the extra deck, otherwise I would have taken the Chaos Angel. Full disclosure, I just don't have it. I just opt not to play it. Because if you're gonna lose, if you're gonna fucking how do I say? Count on an SP to win a game like that, you're just losing. Of course, like, you just lose, bro. I think we're 1-1 in matches right now. I don't remember exactly. I am winning all the dice, which is kind of a big factor, knowing that I do just Protoss Cold Dark on him. Again, I'll make another video. I want to actually he I think after he's playing, he's making another deck because I have White Forest with Fiendsmith. I want to play myself. I do love that deck. I love non-linear combo decks. Are my spice, dude. There you go, Vessel Search. It's one of the best plays, bro. I don't know why people are playing one Vessel. That card is so good, bro. It lets you play in a hand traps because you can, bro. The simple fact that you leave this guy in the graveyard, you only lose to. You're only exclusively losing to Nibiru, bro. Alright, I mean your end board, your worst. You're going to make an end board no matter what. He has to draw like 4 hand traps, bro. And I think I make a board. Yeah, I drew the quick play. This is one of the worst scenarios because I do end up resolving 2 cards. I'm just skipping steps here. Earn myself 4,000. I think there's one of the games, by the way, that I lose because I burn myself for 4,000, or I tell them, do it, bro. I just listen. Good old DB. There you go. And I go Protoss, bro. I do this consistently, and I tell them, bro. I actually just want to get Nibiru every single game. Mi amor. Mami, toma, cógela porque estoy grabando. Sorry, I do actually tell Hamster that I do want to get Nibiru every single game. Because the sole fact that I can still resolve Protoss after being Nibiru is like crazy to me. Like especially just having the 2 tokens, 2 scoops again. It's literally the same situation. I think that time I actually opted to call. I told them I'm gonna call light because this is the second game. Talking about how shit his that card is. That shit is actually never gets resolved. Oh, he's playing the other as I told him, oh, you're not playing the Fiendsmith engine. Oh, he's playing Super Poly because I do think it's correct if you're playing the toy version, just play Super Poly, bro. Because that means you just take advantage of you running all those as many cards because they're good for breaking boards. Because they need like level 6 monsters or some shit like that. It's just like really or fiends. They fusion with really like meta. How do I say, like very like specific cards within the meta. So like those super polys are good. Shot here. Let's see what we got. Oh no, hamster start. I think we end up playing another match. So it's 2-1. I shoot a link, activate vessels. Always correct to ash this. I don't think I play here, but this is a mistake I consistently do. Always trigger that Ashuda. If he has Ash, he should activate it. He should activate Ashuda because if you draw, it's more likely that you draw a level fucking 4. Because remember, Ashuda accesses you a non-4 tuner or a 4 tuner. So the likelihood or you would have drawn a level 7. So the likelihood of you drawing into any of those cards is so highly that if I'm trying to activate that Ashuda, because it's probably, you can see, my only play. So I do end up making a really fucking bad board here because I played myself. There you go. In good Yu-Gi-Oh terms. I do a really bad fucking on board here. I just end up summoning the Yang Zing, which is level 9. Which just doesn't do anything, it just floats into a tuner, so it's like, I'm like, dude, I have a really bad hand. It gets banished. Yeah, dude, I actually don't do anything here, so it doesn't actually matter. This is just me being an idiot. I should have just scooped, realizing when he asked me, I shouldn't. But that's a slap in the wrist. I should have just let him play. I should have just let him play it through his hand, which I did. I didn't actually scoop, so it's good for him because I tell him like, Yu-Gi-Oh's a hell of a game, bro. And maybe in my term that I said I shouldn't go as far. See how far he gets. You go with toys. Oh, that card is actually scary, by the way. Sometimes. So he sets his 2 toys. When you see an elk, he goes to the worst normal summon in the game. It doesn't matter because this situation just says, well, if I imprint him, it's not so it's literally Exodia right here. I think I just let him play. I Ash, but then he goes toy, and then I imprint the toys. So I told him, you got a hamster, give it to me. Oh, he's thinking if he can resolve that super poly, but I don't think he can. But then, he tells me, damn, I don't have a good super poly target. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, you know, because if he had, bro, why am I forgetting all these cards? Dude, there's like 15,000 cards in Yu-Gi-Oh. If he had, man, this card's fairly recent. Why am I forgetting about this card? The bird that's like one of the single super poly targets. Anyways, he would have resolved super poly. That shit's level 6, so he could have actually done something. Bro, and I'll tell him, dude, why? I scooped him like, bro, why are you fucking 5 minutes thinking when you haven't on? I don't know. Come on, man. My guy had the entire fucking kitchen to him to cook me, and he just decided. Hamster, ¿qué pasa, güey? Come on. Oh, shout out to Tower Games, by the way. If you ever come to Puerto Rico, come to the best store. Tower Games. I'm using the mat right there, spicy. I fucking forgot my mat like an idiot. Gonna activate Tenyi Infinity first. Which, by the way, this card activating first feels good, man. I love it when drawing bricks feels good. That's one of the best things in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like, I drew this brick, let's fucking go. It's not a brick, by the way. That card's actually really good. You only drew run one because it's searchable, but that card is actually good. You're gonna see like it full combos me right here. Like again, the flexibility of Shahana, Sahura, Saruya, or whatever you want to call it, it's so good. Look, to see that I just managed. By the way, I put in my extra deck the level 4 fire, Tenyi, and I took away a level 7 because I just realized that the level 4s are just coded. The most level 44s you have are actually better. Oh, so Ham's just saying like, this doesn't surge. Oh no, this is. Oh, I'm telling you can't target them, but it's like saying, oh, this doesn't resolve for select. I'm saying, yeah, shuffling my deck here because I don't think I resolve anything. Just cutting my deck. I could just go here for monk. Why am I doing this? Oh, because I want to draw Protoss. That's why. It didn't have this. I didn't have the correct. Oh, I do a misplay here, but I take it back. I'm like, I call light, and I revive that, and I realized that. Don't worry, I realized that I can't do that because I'm locked. Everybody's locked into light. Fucking Protoss. Yeah, Protoss doesn't give a fuck about my feelings either. I tell him, oh, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm actually just cheating. But it's again because I tell him like, I just revive the monk back. Yeah, because I think I can resolve it. I'm not sure. Oh no, I don't think I can bring the monk back here because I didn't have a correct target. Let me see if it actually makes up. It does actually make a difference. Now that I think about it. Actually no, because I could have just revived the Sarura and linked off into the Tenyi. So it's just that game state could have been reversible into the same board, so it doesn't matter that much. that Sylvie resolves. He's locked. What did I call light? I called light. I called light. This time I called light, and I think this is a game. I don't remember this, if this was after this recording, but there was a game where I realized just calling dark is just better against Vice Force, anyways. Especially going second because they need the darks to break your board. The lights just helps them. If you could actually call light with Protoss first turn, by the way, don't that's nightmare fuel. Don't actually have that in your dreams. Protoss first turn, bro. Anyways, because I think he ends up chaos angeling me right now. No, it's not this game. It's not this game. I don't think so. Angels wanted. Oh yeah, I think so. No, it's not this game. Is it? We're gonna see. So I'm gonna show the photo. Goes Diabell Star. He sends a toy. Oh, I draw 2. Problem is, he's in a situation right now where or he could go to battle phase. I don't know why he's trying. Yeah, he's gonna go 16 into this. Trying to attack. I should have just negated that shit. No, but I wouldn't have drawn 2 cards. I didn't have follow up. So I actually needed to resolve drawing 2 cards with perfection. He can't do anything because he's locked out of lights. So I'm just gonna call Monk Effect. Resolves. I don't actually remember. Yeah, she's just doing a big think right here. She let that shit resolve. He has 2 cards in hand. He has 2 sets, including the toys, and he does have the secret effect of toy box, which is inherently a mirror force. So crazy, bro. 2025 cards. I don't remember what's this big thing here. I think it's just imperm. Sure, he's trying to think of resolve this imperm on this monk, which he doesn't discard by cost. So it's like basically imperming. He's leaving himself to like Protoss resolving the clap back again. He can't let that actually happen. Like, I think he's like, damn, if that's an imperm, I think we were talking about like, I can't let that Protoss resolve, bro. Especially since this has any beer in his hand. I'm telling like, bro, what do you want to do? Are you gonna cook me or not? He's just big thinker, bro. It's like it's not like we're done, bro. It's fine. Oh, I think I tell here. I think I end up telling you here, bro. The Woes can bring the Azamina, and he has like the biggest clapback. So he's put in a situation where he has to. I have to like kill him right here. Otherwise, I can't stop his. Yeah, exactly. There we go. And then he goes like chain link. The toy, then he goes chain link to the Azamina because I can't even ash to any of this. Yeah, exactly. This is for the White Forest players, by the way. You can White Forest into, you can Woes into the Azamina. The toy and he gets all of that. So it's like I or he gets the other one. Total little talents. Oh, yeah, my monk resolves because he just activated the chain. I'm gonna go vessel. Yeah, and I think it's just. Oh no, he has Nibiru in hand. I forgot. He has Nibiru in hand, and I don't actually take that into account. I don't know if this ends up being a really grindy game. So I'm in 2 summons right now. This is why normally it gives Angel. This gives meaning to what I was saying at the first round of the game. I go, I should have stopped. I should have stopped on the Shenyi, and I would have been good. I would have pulled off Dark. The token doesn't actually get reviewed because, and I do draw 2 cards with perfection, so it isn't the end of the world. And I end up shuffling back the Nibiru and 2 bucks. Retrospectively, I should have done both back rows, but the Nibiru, I don't think the Nibiru is actually like a big threat too. So it could be the final piece to like I'm trying to see if I can get this Protoss back, but I don't think I can either. I'm just thinking like, even if I played through Nibiru, I should have made the line where I could have banished that Protoss. I should have linked. This should have been the play. I should have called light and killed them through non-light summoning effects. That's it. That was the play because he couldn't Veiler me. He couldn't Nibiru me. He couldn't have not activated any of those force effects. I mean, that's what I should have done. I think I scooped here because I told him he has freaking like I can't actually do 8,000 damage to him. He's gonna bring my board. He's gonna go Chaos Angel. He's gonna do it. Trust me, bro. That one I'm just gonna scoop away because yeah, that was gonna be like a 20-minute turn. Anyways, guys, thanks for fucking watching. I'm gonna bring you one with Fiendsmith. I want to play Fire King. Listen, I'm not going to bring you Rizio Malice whatsoever. I'm going to bring you every other deck if I possibly can. I know you guys don't. You guys, if you guys want to see Malice and Rizio, just go look at the YCS Orlando clips. You can like see that high level shit. Okay. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, guys. Shout out to the Yu-Gi-Oh community. You guys are golden. Comment down below what's your fucking favorite deck. If Yu-Gi-Oh's fucking done, so you know, I like it when you talk shit about Yu-Gi-Oh. Not because I don't love Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. It's because it makes it better. And I guess it's getting better slowly but surely because we keep talking shit. So guys, don't stop. Okay. Again, shout out to Hamster. Shout out to Tower Games. Shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh community. Love you guys and peace.